Hey guys, and welcome back to InventBox. And in today's video, I'm going to show you how to make these gears turn together just like this with a consistent rotation. So, to get started, I'm going to open up a new file and then delete the square, and we're going to import our gear. I got this straight off of McMaster, which is a really great resource for getting really detailed three-dimensional drawings that are accurate, and you can just import them for free. So what I'm going to do is scale this down to 0.1, just get it into a reasonable size. Now we have our gear imported here, and you can see this is a very nice model. So now I'm going to go here to top view and hit 5 to go into orthographic view on the numpad. And we'll copy this and bring the gear over. You can see those gears are meshing very nicely. Now, what we're going to do is add a consistent rotation to one of these gears. So I'll choose this gear here, and to add a consistent rotation to it, I'm going to change the viewport up here, screen layout, to animation instead of default. Now that we have our animation tab over here, let's select frame number 1 down here and add our end frame to be 60. So that's a reasonable size. At I, it'll ask you if you want to insert a keyframe. We want to insert a rotation keyframe. Now here in rotation, we're going to click the down arrow, and it has 3 different axes that it can rotate on. We're going to delete all of them except the z-axis, and the z-axis is this axis right here, and that's the axis that we want it to be rotating on. So we deleted all of them except for the z-axis, and you can see down here this is the only one that we have. So we'll bring this up here so we can see it a little better, and in this tab here hit N, and now it'll bring up this tab here. You want to go to modifiers, add modifier, generator. And now if we play the animation, you can see our gear has a consistent rotation. There's no breaks in it. Now we want to slow this down a little bit. I don't like how fast it is. So right here where it says Y equals, right under that is where it says X. Bump this up a little bit and you'll see it slow down. I'll take it to, not 3.13. And you can see that's spinning pretty slow. That's the speed that we want. Now we can go ahead and change this back to default. And now we have just that one gear spinning. Now select the other gear. We'll pause the animation. Put it back to frame 1. And with this other gear selected, select add object constraint, and we'll add copy rotation. Disable X and Y, invert. Now if we play the animation, we want to select the gear that we want it to be copying the rotation to, and if we play the animation, now the gears are rotating. And what we did here was it copied the rotation of the gear over here that we already had animated, and then whenever we hit invert, it made it spin the opposite direction. See, if I uncheck invert, it's spinning the wrong way because now they're both spinning the same direction. We want them to be spinning opposite directions so they'll mesh together. Now with that, we can go ahead and look at our animation here, and this sure looks very smooth and just how we want it. We could even go in here, back to animation. If we wanted, we could speed it up a little bit so it gives it a little bit more of a realistic looking animation. So you could go along and add as many gears here as you want, but for this tutorial I'm just going to have the 2, and as you can see it's actually not a very complicated way to add these gears together and with consistent rotation. So you can go ahead and render this animation if you want, but for the purposes today I don't need to render it, I just need to show you how to do it. So I hope you guys found this video useful. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.